Birds have, since time immemorial, nested on islands, clear weed-free islands, and we've got a big weed invasion, and the islands were all getting covered in weeds, so we decided to clear them of weeds and create more favourable habitat for breeding.
The Waimakariri Zone Committee has a very good working relationship with the Ashley Rakahuri RiverCare Group, and really where it stems from is the fact that we have pretty much got aligned goals in terms of what we're trying to achieve. And I think a really important part of what the RiverCare Group has to offer is its monitoring that it does and the ability to report back on the outcomes of the work that they do.
We've been working on the river now for at least 12 years. The gulls and the terns are what we're really interested in. We know where they favour site-wise, and so we went to those sites and picked out weeded islands and made them weed-free. They require open, weed-free shingle reef. They're like clear horizons at ground level. You won't find them too close to the edge of the river because there's too many willows and things. So it's open shingle, preferably raised a little bit so it doesn't get flooded too often. We have seen the birds showing interest in the islands here, and there's another one further down where most definitely they were quite quick to come in and utilise the site. Definitely see nests within a month to 6 weeks. As for the numbers, terns and gulls are in colonies. I'd hope we would get hundreds of the gulls, and as for the terns, well, we'd hope to get dozens. The Zone Committee, when it was set up a few years ago, a lot of interest because obviously their concern is the water in the area, and Braided Rivers is a major carrier of water. So we've applied to them for immediate steps, funding for island creation and traps, and that has allowed us to get a little more professional in terms of the equipment that we can use and the number of traps that we can put out. So it's been very important.
Well, if we look on a global basis, braided rivers are actually pretty unique. And here in Canterbury, we're lucky enough to have 7 major braided rivers, and they make up quite dominant features of the landscape. Not only are they a dominant feature, but also each one, a bit like here at the Ashley Rakahuri, they have their own special environment, and they support special animals and birds and plants and things. So that really lines up with one of the goals that the Zone Committee has, which is about protecting the natural characteristics of braided rivers and, for that matter, enhancing that ecosystem. So that goal in itself actually lines up with the goals also that the Ashley Rakahuri RiverCare Group have, in particular with creating habitat for the birds.
The threats to the birds on the Ashley River are predators, weeds and human disturbance. Those are the major threats. And at the moment, with the human disturbance, public awareness is much better than it used to be, so that's improved greatly. Predators, we've got 140 odd traps which we regularly maintain, so yes, we're probably keeping on top of that. And the weeds, though, that's relatively new in terms of the magnitude of that problem. And that's why we've moved into this island creation work. So I say to the children, when you reach my age, someone will ring you for Braided Rivers and you'll say, yes, I can show you one. They'll also say, can you show me the birds on the river? And what I don't want you to have to say is, well, I can't show you a ribal or tern because they're gone. Unfortunately, we didn't look after them. That's what I don't want. So the long-term goal is for my grandchildren to be able to see what I'm seeing in improved numbers to what they are today.